John McDonnell admitted the motion Labour Party members agreed on Sunday keeps the option of a second Brexit referendum on the table. The Labour frontbencher also conceded that remaining a full member of the European Union is still an option for Labour. Addressing attendees at a fringe event during the 2018 Labour Party conference in Liverpool, Mr McDonnell said, "The government will probably put the deal to the vote in some form. If that collapses, then we return to a completely different ballgame. And Kira's right, we're keeping all options on the table, Asked by a member of the audience about whether the options included remaining inside the bloc, the Shadow Chancellor replied, "That's exactly what we said." Mr McDonnell added, "The issue there is we're saying respect the past referendum and we have to be careful what we wish for." His comments were welcomed by the People's Vote campaign, who argued the motion on would offer a clear pathway to a second referendum. A spokesman from the campaign said, "The facts are clear. As John McDonnell himself admits in this clip, the motion before Labour conference offers a clear pathway to a people's vote with the option of staying in the EU very firmly on the table. That is what everyone who was in the room when the motion was agreed knew they were signing off, and that is what Labour conference will be voting on tomorrow." Brexit news. John McDonnell admitted that remaining in the EU would still be an option for Labour. Image, Getty. People's Vote. "We're keeping all options on the table. John McDonnell leader Jeremy Corbyn said he would change his stance on Brexit if activists within the party used a debate at the Labour conference in Liverpool to demand a second referendum. The debate, due to take place on Tuesday, could provide a platform for Remain supporters and critics of Theresa May's criticised Chequers white paper, including Tory Brexiteer Jacob Rees-Mogg, to join forces. Earlier on Monday, Mr McDonnell had insisted that any new Brexit referendum should not include the option of remaining in the European Union. The Shadow Chancellor told BBC Radio 5 Live, "We argued for Remain in the past but we lost that vote, so we have to respect that. All the polling that we have seen is that the country is still pretty split down the middle. My big worry is that if we go for a referendum which is seen as just a simple rerun, we could divide the country again. We could get almost the same result, or if it's slightly different, then people demand another referendum." Following a monumental 5-hour debate of Labour Party members and union delegates, Labour has decided to ask its members to back a complex motion which fails to rule out either a general election or a new referendum. The motion, which delegates will vote on whether to support, states, "If we cannot get a general election, Labour must support all options remaining on the table, including campaigning for a public vote." The compromise has been dismissed by some critics as a disappointing fudge, which tries to balance the options of both Remain and Leave voters.